welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am doing double Ariana Grande. You're welcome. If I had £1 every time someone wrote a comment on my channel saying that I look like Ariana Grande, I would be a wealthy gal. Okay, the thing is, I want to say Ari, but I feel like when I say Ari, it sounds like I am a Cockney saying Harry. Ari. I'm doing two looks today. I'm doing this look and I'm doing this look as well. I'm doing both of Ariana Grande's looks in the Rain On Me music video. So these are the two looks that she rocks in the video. I guess it's my interpretation. It's as close as I could get to the original. There's a few adaptations I had to make. I didn't post this earlier in the week. I decided that I didn't feel comfortable posting a video with what's going on at the moment with the Black Lives Matter movement. I just didn't want to take any attention away from what was going on with everyone sharing and learning, and with all of the information that's going around. I didn't want to detract from that. I didn't want to take any attention away, and I also wanted to make sure that I was taking the time to do what I can. I have left links down in the description below with petitions that you can sign, videos here on YouTube that you can watch. So if you don't have any money to actually physically donate, there's loads of influencers that are donating their AdSense. Leave the ads running, take off any ad blockers you have. So I will leave all of the information and everything down in the description so that you can go and have a look and continue with further educating and keeping our foot on the gas. This isn't a fad, this is something that needs to change, and we need to continue the conversations for a long time. So here are Ariana Grande's looks from the Rain On Me video. There will be my cover coming as well, which will be my next video, which is my cover of the song. Without further ado, if you'd like to see how to get both of Ariana Grande's looks from the Rain On Me video, then just keep watching.
Okay team, hi. I'm not going to lie, your girl's struggling with hay fever today, so it'll be a miracle if we get through this, but we are just going to do the face first using the Revlon Colour Stay foundation, putting that all over the skin as you do. You know, you've seen people put foundation on 5,000 times on YouTube. Yeah, so it's a little bit light. Your girl's been in the sun, your girl's been making the most of it, I'm not going to lie, so we'll bronze up, it's fine. So make sure you're putting that on your eyelids as well. And for concealer, I'm not actually looking to brighten under my eyes because I don't think that she had a particularly kind of like highlighted under eye, just looking for maximum coverage because her foundation and her base is flawless. So I think I put a couple of coats of foundation as well just to get that nice flawless look. And then I went under the eyes with a brush with a concealer and then tried to set it as well, just because I found under my eyes is creasing a little bit more recently. Probably just, you know, some wrinkles thanks lockdown, but anyway, so I'm just making sure that nothing is creased and everything is as nice and flawless as possible. And as I said before, please be aware there is a soft focus filter on this camera. I haven't really looked into or don't really know how to get rid of it, but anyway, your girl's getting a new camera, so we'll see what happens there. Anyway, apart from the unwanted visitor, we are just setting everything else down with some translucent powder, and then we are going to do a little bit of a contour and a little bit of a bronze. And she seemed very chiseled under the chin and very contoured on the nose, so just doing that. But in terms of everything else, there wasn't like some like mad contouring or anything like that. I think it was just quite natural really in terms of the face, so I just did what I did, and then we did a little bit of a shimmer bronzer just to make sure we got some nice definition. Then back to Ye Old Faithful with the highlighter. She had a very highlighted tip of her nose and then just took it down the bridge of the nose and just generally contouring other areas. Contouring, highlighting, you know what I mean. You can see what I'm doing. But anyway, that is what I was doing. And then I blend it all out with a fan brush, and then we're just using a little bit of blusher. So I went for the lightest shade, just add a little bit of colour to the cheeks and on the forehead as well, apparently. Nice. Then, as it was a really super hot day, I set that all into place just because I didn't want it to budge while we were doing the eyes. So for the eyes, they're already prepped. So we're just adding a little bit of a transition shade using the bronzer, and then we're tightlining top and bottom waterline. Then using some tape, now we're just going to pop that on the outer corner to create a wing. This is just for ease and for shape, and you can use any eyeliner, it doesn't really matter, whatever you're comfortable with. Just making a very thin wing, taking it away, and then using a white pencil. This will be your best friend, as I've said in Halloween tutorials and all that kind of stuff. Mapping out the shape. If you want to map out any kind of form of look that you're gonna need a lot of detail with, a white pencil is your best friend. So mapping it out, as I said, and then I need to really breeze over this because I do end up changing the shape slightly, but it's okay. You can see kind of what I did here. So once I have got the shape I need, I then went in with some white face paint, as I actually haven't got a white eyeliner, but use whatever resources you have. I'm sure that they used a very expensive white eyeliner. Anyway, I'm just going over all of that. I didn't go under the eyes with it just because in the video it looked quite kind of like the foundation had blended in with it a little bit more, so I didn't go under the eyes with the paint. And then you see what I did, just topped up the eyeliner and then put some mascara on the top lashes only, which is actually quite difficult to only get it on the top, so just on the top. Then I'm using these lashes from Technic. In the video that I did with them, I actually said I wasn't so keen on the lashes, but I really like these because it actually just adds a little bit without adding too much. I was just testing out to see how similar I looked there, but it looks like she has lash extensions on. There's nothing too crazy on the outer corner, so I thought that these were perfect. Anyway, onto the lips. If you know, you know. We are plumping up the lips. Now I've got nice and plumpy lips like her. A lot of people were saying that I have similar features, but lips, I have to say, is not one of them. So I had to plump up my lips, and the little line you can see on my Cupid's bow is just from the lip plumper. So I am going to line my lips, and she very much like overlines her Cupid's bow. And I'm doing the TikTok trick. If you saw my TikTok makeup hacks video, I'm going to continue to use this trick to make my lips look fuller. So lip liner first, followed by lipstick, and then lip gloss on top. I will leave everything in the description down below. I'm just using the Makeup Revolution. It is the like satin kiss lipsticks that I used. I did a whole swatch video on them. Pop in the lip gloss on. And then, as you can see from my left eye here, I changed the shape up, and I realised that hers was way more winged out than mine, so I just did that. And also her eyebrows are way straighter than mine, so my eyebrows are microbladed, so I have to literally cover a tattoo with concealer in order to change my eyebrow shape, and then I just made it a little bit more winged out, as I am a perfectionist and I wanted it to be as exact as possible. So that's what I did. I went over it, and after I had gone over it to erase the paint inside, I just used some water and then some concealer, and that got rid of it. So there we are, look number one complete. Okay, moving on to look number two. We are going in with eyes first. We're using some tape again because we want to get a nice wing. So we're going to prep our eyes. This is what we are using. And then using the SOJOS palette, would I use anything else? We're just going to set that and do a little bit of a transition shade. Again, we don't really have too many shades on the lids, which is quite nice and simple. And then you're going to want to basically just make a massive wing. It doesn't really matter what eyeliner you use, your preference. If you want to have this little tip, I took the eyeliner brush from an eyeliner that I get on really well with and put it into one that had more product in because mine's running out. So that's a little tip for you if you like. Okay, so then as you see, yep, that didn't work so well, but I blended out, then just made the wing. I took it down a little bit as well. Blending it out. And then for the gold bit on top, I've got this gold tape, which is like nail tape, and I did try to put it on, but it just kept coming off and it was a bit of a disaster. So we are going to compromise, and I'm using a glitter liner from Kiko just to use that as like an initial kind of guide. Very similar in terms of the techniques, I guess, for the first look. And then I'm using this, which is a foiled shadow from Makeup Revolution. It's quite old, but I figured that that was the closest thing I'm going to get to that tape kind of look that she has, as it is a foiled shadow. And I'm going over it with this gold glitter liner, which is from Poundland, would you believe? And then I'm going to put some gems on using some glitter glue, and because they always end up falling off, and ironically this one did fall. I don't even know if that's ironic, but one of them did fall off anyway. So I'm popping these on, mimicking the same position that she had them in. Then I've done my face makeup exactly the same as the last one, just did a little bit extra bronzing for this look. And then I am covering up my microblading tattoo just on the end using some concealer and some powder, because her eyebrows are a lot straighter than mine. So I'm going in with the pomade side of this brow little duo, and I am making my brows a lot straighter and shorter. So it's pomade first, followed by powder. Yeah, I mean, this is not revolutionary, and setting that all into place with the powder, and then brows are done. And then I'm just taking a little bit of a black shade. This is from Urban Decay matte palette, blending it out, and then putting mascara. I don't know if she had any on the bottom lashes, but I feel like it made the look a little bit more completed. And then put some mascara on top and set that all into place. And then once I have set it all into place, I added a few more gems, just again copying what she had. So one on the inner corner, one up by the brow, and on the other eye she had one just as like a teardrop. Then again, because, you know, here I am, hello, a perfectionist, hi, it wasn't big enough. It looked more like a big wing rather than this like block shadow that she had kind of thing going on. So I just made it a little bit bigger and then blended out at the end. I think our eye shapes are a little bit different, so it sat differently on me, but I just added these 3/4 length lashes just to enhance that in the outer corner. And then onto lips, we're doing exactly the same thing really, but this time I'm drawing over my Cupid's bow even more, and again I have plumped them and doing literally exactly the same technique as before, overdrawing the lips and then making sure that we contour the lips as well, because she has way fuller lips than I do. And I'm using a different colour this time. I'm using Fling, as I used Chauffeur before, I think. Fling, this is a bit of a darker one because her lip looks slightly darker in this look. So again, popping the lipstick on, and then same thing again, I will pop the, oh, before I do that, hey, steady on, I am just going over the lips again with the liner to make sure everything is nice and neat, and yep, using the very juicy gloss from Technics, and then just making sure that is all blended in nicely. And then that is the finished look again. So I really hope you enjoyed these looks. Let me know which is your favourite down in the comments down below, if you've recreated them or if you haven't. Let me know. Stay safe, stay healthy, please like, subscribe and all that jazz, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.